guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Bernice, and if you're returning, hey boo. So today I have a springtime look or springtime makeup tutorial for you guys. So spring is all about the pinks and the yellows and the oranges and the lavenders, and so I kind of wanted to just incorporate a very like bright look for spring this year. And if you know you're led to, if your spirit tells you to, or you feel compelled to, subscribe to my channel, click that red button down below and join the Nicia K family. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Follow me on my social media, which is in the description box below. And also every single product that I use today is also in the description box below. So enjoy, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, mamas, let's get started into this look. I have already prepped and primed my eyelids. I used the Colourpop No Filter Concealer as my base. I blended it out with my damp beauty blender, and now I'm gonna go in with my Sasha Buttercup setting powder, and I'm going to set this. So we're going to jump into different palettes today, which is like my absolute favorite, because then I get to like go into old ones, touch into some new ones. So the first palette we're using is the Morphe 35S palette. I'll probably put a picture up somewhere how this palette looks like. And I'm going to take a tapered narrow brush like this one. And okay, I think because I was washing it like 30 minutes before this video, now it looks like it's not tapered, but the original like shape of this, and I'm so sorry for my nails, y'all, but the funds just aren't looking like they're there yet, unless someone wants to fund me. Just kidding, just kidding. So yeah, I'm gonna take this brush like this, and I'm going to go into the hot pink shade in the Morphe 35S palette. And I'm just going to work this shade on my crease in windshield wiper motion, going back and forth. And with this color, you really just have to build it up. Like the hot pink that's like laying in the palette is just so bright. But once I put it under my eye, I just feel like it's not doing what I need it to do. So it's okay. We're just gonna build that up. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take off a lot of that excess that's still on the brush by just doing this. And then I'm gonna go back in, and on the outer edges of this look, I'm just gonna blend that out. Just because I want it to look seamless and not so like structured like this eye. So I'm just blending out the outer corners. And I think with blending, you really just have to have a lot of patience. A lot of patience. Like when your hand starts to hurt, keep going, because you need to do it some more. Now I'm going to go into this new palette that I got. This palette, however, is not new, but this is the ABH Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism Palette. And I actually got gifted this palette. I probably wouldn't get this palette on my own, just because I'm not gonna lie, some of the colors in this palette are very intimidating. Like this color called Sphere, which is this neon yellow, or this color called Lure. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, these colors are just really pretty, but they're also just really intimidating as well. And I'm going to take that same brush that we actually just used for the pink. I'm gonna take the color Eden, tapping it out. This is very pigmented. And I'm just gonna put this on the outer edges of that pink. And I'm just gonna blend those two colors together. You really have to have a light hand with this, because even just that little tapping that I did in this palette, it picked up a lot of orange. So now I'm going to go into my beloved Morphe 39A palette, and I'm going to take this cranberry shade. I love this shade a lot. Like, I use this shade on a lot of my eye looks right now, and I'm going to just pop this cranberry on the outer corner of our eyes. Going back into that Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, I'm going to go back in with the color Saturn, and which is that orange shade that we previously used. And I'm just gonna go back in and blend out the outer edges of our eyes again. So I want to create a half cut crease with this look. So I'm going to go in with my LA Pro Girl concealer in the shade Fawn, and I like to just add this on the back of my hand. And then with a flat brush like this, I'm going to just take it, tap into it, and I'm going to carve out my cut crease, or my half cut crease. So starting from the inner corner of our eye down to like the middle of our eyelid, that's how we're going to cut it. Oh, okay. I don't know what that was. Definitely have to have a light hand and be really, really patient, but we're almost there. And y'all, the purpose of a cut crease is to literally follow the line of the crease of your eye. So like mine would be right here, like where it indents. And I'm just gonna take this concealer and follow that line. This is really pretty. Wow, this is really, really, really pretty. So now I'm going to go back into my ABH Prism Palette, and I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take this shade called Eden, and this is a color that I'm going to place on top of my concealed area. And I'm just patting on this color because the concealer is just like a little tacky. So right about now, our eyes are looking a little crazy, but it's okay because we're gonna go in and clean it up. So I'm going back into my Morphe 39A palette, and I'm taking that cranberry shade that we used for the outer corner of our eye, and I'm actually overlapping that onto the color Eden from the ABH palette, just so it looks like it's a better transition from this orange onto this like cranberry shade here. And I'm just using a very light hand. Now to clean up just above our eyes where we also cut that crease, I'm going back into that Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, grabbing the color Saturn, which was that orange color, and I'm just gonna go back and forth here and just clean it up. So for my brow bone highlight for this eye look, I'm using the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter, and this is in the shade Molten Gold or Fondue. And I'm just gonna pop this on the highest part of my eye. I'm gonna, what? Girl, what are you saying? I'm gonna pop this color, I'm gonna pop this highlight on the highest point underneath my eyebrow. There we go. And I'm gonna go back in with that orange color, Saturn from ABH. Just gonna blend that right underneath it, like so. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add lashes and liner. I'm using the NYX Vinyl liner, and my lashes are from the beauty supply store. They're called 3D Mink lashes in the style D11s. So after I'm done with that, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do our face makeup. So I'm bizac, the lashes are on, the liner is sharp enough to cut your ex-boyfriend. So I'm gonna clean up my eyes just a little bit by dabbing into the foundation today. And just here where like the eyeliner is like underneath my liner, I'm just gonna take my foundation color. And I'm not using concealer because I've done this where I'll put concealer and then it'll dry up and then I'll put foundation on and I just can't seem to like it just looks lighter under here. So I just feel like foundation does a better job of doing that. So I've already put on foundation. No, I haven't. I've already put on primer. And so I'm just going to go straight into my foundation. And this is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the shade 370. And I like applying my foundation with like a brush first, because if I use a beauty blender, I just feel like I'm wasting so much product. And honey, in this economy, not I. I'm going to take a brush and just like blend this out first, and then I'll go back in with a beauty blender and blend it out even more. I'm gonna go in and just add a little bit more foundation. I feel like Fit Me, to me, it's not full coverage, right? I don't know if it claims to be full coverage, but it's definitely not. I feel like I have to smear my face if I want a very full coverage type of look. Except this time, I'm not going to use my brush. I'm gonna go straight in with my beauty blender. Ooh, y'all see my edges? Thank you. So for concealer today, I'm going back in with my LA Pro Girl. It's definitely been a minute since I have used LA Pro Girl. You know, like I was put onto some, you know, the finer things in life. But don't get it twisted. I will always go back to LA Pro Girl. I feel like it does the job for me. And if you're someone that doesn't like spending $30 on concealer, me sometimes, this is a perfect alternative. And so is the NYX HD concealer, and so is the Maybelline Fit Me concealers as well. So using a damp beauty blender, I'm just going to blend this out. So this is great, but I just want a little bit more coverage underneath my eyes. So I'm gonna go in with my Colourpop No Filter Concealer in Deep Golden. I'm just adding that right underneath my eyes. I love a bright under eye with a lot of coverage, and so that's why I always add two applications of concealer underneath my eyes. And so now I'm flipping my beauty blender and I'm using this flat shade to just blend out this concealer into my foundation. So now going into my Sacha Buttercup today. Okay, whoa. Whoa, I'm a little excited. I'm not going to bake today, so I'm just gonna set. Yes, ma'am. going in with just a very bare and clean brush, I'm gonna go in and brush out just any excess or any overdose that I might have put on my face. Going back in. So I feel like today my eyes are doing a whole lot of talking. So I'm gonna go into my 39A palette and those jumbo shades that are like right in the middle. I'm taking this like deep brown. I love this brown. And I'm actually gonna use this brown as bronzer. So I'm not contouring today. I'm just gonna make my face look very like soft because my eyes are just doing a whole lot of talking. So literally in the same places that I would contour, I'm just gonna add this as bronzer. So I just learned this like last year, but contouring and bronzing are like two different things. Bronzing just brings more color back to your face, doesn't add much dimension as contour would, where contour, you know, creates that sharp line. Bronzing doesn't do that. It's not meant to do that. So yeah, it just gives your face a little more color while giving you slight dimension. And I'm gonna do the same thing on my nose. I'm not going to contour my nose. Okay, I'm lying because I'm definitely grabbing a darker brown shade and I'm gonna go in and just create this bridge, honey. So y'all know I'm like a blush crack. So y'all know that I'm like a blush crackhead. So today I'm not necessarily using blush. I'm using this Makeup Forever customized eyeshadow palette. So all these shades right here are eyeshadows, and I'm using this orange shade in the middle, and I'm using that as my blush today just because I don't want to like OD on my regular like bright red. And I really don't have to do a lot with it just because I've already added that bronzer, so I already have color upon my face. Upon my face, who do I think I am? What the heck am I saying? So for highlight today, this highlight that I've literally been using for the past like, got this in like December, and I haven't switched highlighters in a minute. This is the Maybelline Master Chrome, the one that we use underneath our brow bone here, and I'm just gonna use this as my highlight today. And lately what I've been doing is I've just been taking my finger actually and blending out my highlight because the warmth of my finger I feel like just kind of like distributes the highlight better. So for my under eyes, I feel like I want to just add a little bit more something to this eye look. So with a very precise tapered brush like this, I'm going to go into the 39A palette. I'm going to take that cranberry shade and I'm going to pop that. What is that? It's glue. I'm going to pop that shade right on my lower lash line. Now jumping onto my lips, I'm gonna take this brown lip liner from the beauty supply store and line my lips. Now I'm going to take Beeper by Colourpop and I'm gonna pop this shade, this Lippe, right in the middle of my lips. And as usual, I'm gonna go in with lip gloss from the beauty supply store. I'm gonna put it on top of this lip combo. Basically, we're done, y'all. So I'm gonna go in with my setting spray, like Nikki tutorials. We're just gonna fan this so we can just really seep into our souls. So the makeup can just really seep into our soul. Okay, I'm getting, I'm getting so excited. Okay. Now with my mascara, this is from Huda Beauty. I'm gonna go in and add mascara on the bottom lash. And I do this after I put my setting spray, just because if I put it before, it like literally like smudges my under eyes, and I hate that. So I just feel like we're sticking to this. We are sticking to this. So you've clearly made it to the ending of this video. What do you think about this look? Comment down below. And I mean, we're already here, so like just press the subscribe button, duh. And if you look on that side, or maybe on that side, whichever side my other video is at, click on that video and show me some love. Okay guys, I'll see you guys later.